Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures. D-Day, 0800 hours, turn 16, part 5. We are through with all ambushes for U.S. forces, German forces. We'll be beginning on the first dice, finally, of this turn. We're looking at Omaha Beach here. The 2nd Rangers, Company C, consists of 1st Platoon from the far right flank, and then the fully painted soldiers start 2nd Platoon, continues over to the heavy weapons, and then out in front of the Rangers heavy weapons is the 116th Infantry Company A, 1st Squad, and some of heavy weapons, 2nd Squad, and 3rd Squad, and more of heavy weapons. The 743rd Tank Battalion Company A, which they've all received their order dice already. 1st Platoon Sherman with the bulldozer blade has broken through the beach obstacles, and the Sherman Crocodile tank has a flamethrower tank, is following through the obstacles. The Germans, 916th Grenadiers, 1st and 2nd Platoon, defending the beach. They took 12 KIA from the T-34 Calliope here this turn. That is what caused most of this destruction. So the Germans defending as best they can. Obviously they're going to lose in the end, but as many casualties as they can inflict will help out in the overall battle. For all of the details, you got to go back and watch the introduction video for this turn and also follow along. Over here on the hedgerows table, the 506th PIR platoon is battling it out in the hedgerows with the 1058th Grenadiers, 1 platoon, 3 armored vehicles from the 100th Panzer, and 1 platoon of the 6th Fallschirmjäger. Epic fight for the whole 16 turns here on the battlefield. The hedgerows table is a 12 foot by 5 foot. The Omaha Beach table is a 7 by 5. 100 U.S. order dice between the two tables. 77 German order dice. 6th Fallschirmjäger hold the 2 bridges leading into Carentan. Objectives for the Germans to hold them or destroy them if the German armor doesn't make it here before the U.S. armor, which is unlikely. Also, the river lock held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger has been open this entire battle, and the water has been flooding these green fields, which is infantry advance only, no vehicles at all. Brown fields here and here, normal movement. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do as this introduction right now. You got to go back and watch it if you really want to know what's going on, because if I explain it each time, 30 minutes at least. We'll never get to the battle, so I want to get to some dice. Let's move over here. We've got a lot of action to get into still. And at last, the first German dice of this turn. First dice all around for this turn. The last few days, off and on, I thought, what would I activate first for the Germans? This 506 soldier from 1st Squad in the front here with the pin marker, he has not received his order dice yet, so he could inflict some damage on the 6th Fallschirmjäger soldier and the 1058 Grenadier Platoon Sergeant Robert. But I think that's Sergeant Hauser for the 6 Fallschirmjäger. So that is pressing. Could get destroyed. But I also think most importantly actually is to go over here to Omaha Beach and to give a fire order to the heavy mortar for the 916th Grenadiers because they're hitting on a 2 on 2nd Platoon Leader, 1st Lieutenant in the Jackson. And if the only way to save that Jackson really is to have the Navy boat, the Navy fire on this position and destroy the bunker. So before that happens, we're going to receive a fire order, hitting on the 2. Can the Jackson survive? That's a negative. He's hit. It's going to be D3 pins. Caught in the barbed wire, but level. We'll count it. So that's 3 pins. Jackson's at 4 pins now. By the way, immobilized, so that's why he wasn't able to maneuver. And then, so it's going to be +1 penetration for open-topped, +1 for hitting the top armor, and then it's a +3 so for the heavy mortar. So that's going to be 5, so +5. And I run my my medium tanks are at 10, heavy tanks are 11, and super heavy are 12 front armor. I think that's more realistic than a simple 9 front armor. So, but anyways, this is going to be a +5 against a 10 armor. All right, so yeah, it's a +1 penetration for hitting the top armor, and +1 for open top, +3 for the heavy mortar. So a +5. Let's see, that's a 10. All right, so that's 10 and a 10. That's superficial damage. Okay, rolling on the damage result table, it's going to be a +1 because of the open top. And so instead of a -3 for the superficial damage, it'll be -2 on this roll. All right, Jackson's got 5 pins now, but still in the fight. So he's going to be switched to a down order, and then we'll roll for turret jammed. Oh, and I added 1 more pin. I don't know if I said that, but. And then now we're going to roll for turret jam. 1, 2, 3, turret's fine. 4, 5, 6, turret's jammed. Turret's fine. So lucky. Now, that's the best they could do before the Navy is going to obliterate them. Oh well. Let's get the next dice. Back to the hedgerows. First squad soldier from the 506th. He's going to receive a fire order. He's gonna get a single shot. He's gonna try to kill the 6 Fallschirmjäger 2nd Section Assistant Leader, Sergeant Hauser. He's gonna pass a 1 pin order test first. He's got his the second squad assistant leader, Sergeant Adam, right there. So he's going to test at a 10 and under. He passes, get rid of that pin and take a shot. He'll be hitting on a 3 for the single man. He gets the hit. All German NCOs and officers are veterans, so they can only be killed on 6. So he'll be dead on a 6 and wounded on a 5. Nothing, just the pin. 116th Infantry, platoon sergeant. He's got a messenger with him and also a radio operator. he's going to receive an advance order. They're going to be reduced to a 4.5 inch or so move. When they hit the sand, they're going to need to take a landmine check. 10 and under. Pass. Got the platoon sergeant and the messenger. They have SMGs, 2 shots each, and the rifleman with the radio. They're going to actually the radio man will not be able to fire. He's going to be radio giving out some orders. So the other 2 will fire. So they're actually going to go for. They're going to put fire on this unit over here from the 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 2nd Section. They've already got 2 men wounded, and some pin markers, but they haven't received their dice yet, so let's keep on putting some fire on them. It's going to be 3s, long range 4s, beyond range 6s, and hardcover 7s. Unlikely, but alright. All misses. Alright, they're going to give out some orders. Alright, platoon sergeant's going to give out 2 orders. First order is going to go to the Ranger's heavy machine gun, who's going to receive a run order, and they're going to advance and get into that soft cover. It's a hard cover object, but because it's not a solid object, they're only going to receive soft cover. But they're going to get that heavy machine gun there so they can start lighting up positions next turn. Then they'll have to take a landmine check. 10 and under. Pass. I also wanted to get them there so they can provide some human shields for the Ranger Company commander, captain, who's next on their right. And then the 116th Platoon Sergeant's 2nd order dice is going to go to the mortar. I was hoping I could get them all the way on the sand this turn, but it looks like because of where I moved the heavy machine gun, there's nowhere to get them on. They can't go through the unit, so I guess they'll still move up a little bit, even though it's risky because you got to take the landmine check, but you got to get up the battlefield, so. Take that landmine check. 10 and under. Pass. There we go. They still won't be able to fire until the. It's too bad I couldn't get them up. That means I'm going to have to push that heavy machine gun up again one more time, too, in order to get the heavy weapons in the fight. It's all good. And I think that's it for that. All right, let's next dice. Okay, Colonel Sink, commander of the 506th, and his radio operator, they're going to receive an advance order, and now's the perfect chance to sprint across the road. They'll be spotted, but once they're in the hedgerow again, they'll be hidden the following turn, and there's no one who can. Sergeant Ronald already fired this turn. So did these soldiers, and there's none. The 6th Fallschirmjäger have some soldiers from 1st Section down here defending the bridge, and they'll be able to spot them running across the road, but none of them are on ambush, and neither are the snipers in this building, but he happens to be on the 2nd floor working his way toward the windows. So this is the best time that I don't see any way, because the hedgerows block line of sight. So even though there's a LMG 1058 Grenadier 3rd Section LMG team in this window, they won't be able to see him. So yeah, we're going to get across the road. I want to get him over here so that he has line of sight on Sergeant Ronald's half-track and possibly these soldiers from that angle he'll have, and then be able to call in artillery and airstrikes and make the Germans fall back so we can continue to push forward and get to these bridges. 506 has until turn 24 to destroy these bridges in order to not. Basically, it would in a way it would win the game, because turn 24 the Germans have their company of panzers and a few more half tracks arriving at this end of the of Carentan, and then it won't take that long to work their way to these bridges. If these bridges aren't destroyed, then the 506 is dead. They're going to get ran right over, and then the Germans will be waiting in here for the arrival of the reinforcements that are coming from Omaha Beach. So yeah, let's get them in position. Next turn, be able to call in some fire. They will not fire their weapons. They're going to remain hidden. They were spotted, of course, but now they're back in the hedgerow hidden. And they can give out 4 order dice? I think it's 4. See what the colonel can do. Major, but he's a colonel, so 4 order dice. 12-inch range. Let me see what he's going to do. He's going to make some soldiers move forward, I think. First of all, he's going to put platoon commander Captain Carey here on ambush. That way he'll be able to immediately interrupt this next turn and be able to order Colonel Sink to call in fire over here. Maybe we can push these Germans out early. Let's do that. Thought about moving Captain Carey over, but I couldn't measure, so I didn't think he'd make it and be able to call that fire. And plus, I kind of want to get Colonel Sink out of this middle area where he's got more of his fellow soldiers over here. Back him up. Over here is pretty thin. Only 4 paratroopers here and 3 here, so a lot more backup over here. Anyways, so first dice is going to go to platoon commander Captain Carey. I'll put him on ambush, and then I think the other 2 will go ahead and let's see who he can reach. He's got 12-inch command reach. Colonel Sink's first order dice is going to go to platoon commander Captain Carey. He'll go on ambush so he can act early before the first dice next turn. Colonel Sink's second order dice is going to go to this soldier here with the BAR in the corn from 3rd Squad. He's going to receive an advance order. He will not fire, even though the Germans here have exposed their position. He's not going to fire because I'm running this guard in here that they can advance and stay hidden, so they can get moved up a little bit here. So it's 4-inch visibility to spot them, same as in the hedgerows for enemy to spot you, including when an enemy is out of the hedgerow looking into the hedgerow. So that's Colonel Sink's second order dice. This third order dice is going to go to the 2nd Squad soldier here with the rifle in the corn. He'll receive an advance order also. And he will not fire. He'll remain hidden. The 4th order dice will go to the 2 soldiers here, which is the 2nd Squad LMG team. And they'll receive an advance order, and they too will not fire. They're going to advance in between the corn rows. There we go. And that's all Colonel Sink's dice. The 506 moving up. They're getting ready to push. Last time they lost 4 KIA, all from 3rd Squad, I think. So yeah, we got more soldiers here this time. They'll be able to stay hidden until they get here to the front of the garden, and they'll be able to hopefully punch through these 6 Fallschirmjäger soldiers, flank the 6 Fallschirmjäger and 1058 Grenadiers and Sergeant Ronald's half-track. If they can take this hard cover here, they have a chance just maybe to knock out at least 1 bridge, but there's still a lot of defenders here. It's going to be a tough mission. Got to do it. The 88 in the bunker receives a fire order. I think this is either the 3rd or the 4th time he's tried to kill the 743rd Tank Battalion, Company A commander, the captain. His tank has been hit a couple times, and he's got a mobilized turret that is facing at the 88. It's been a standoff. So let's see if he can knock him out this time. So he's going to need a 3. That's it. Just a 3 to hit. Okay. Oh, dang. Is this it? Is this the end of his saga? All right, the captain's at 4 pin markers again. And now we have a super heavy AT gun. It's +7 against the 10 armor of this medium tank. Let's see if this is finally the end of the captain. Oh, I don't think he's going to get away this time. Uh-oh. That'd be 13 against. Oh, rolling twice on the damage resulting. First roll, knocked out. Second roll, on fire. Oh, the end. Burning alive. The company commander, the 743rd. Finally, the 88 had its sweet revenge. I love how you can only see the tip of the deadly barrel. That's only the second tank that's been knocked out. 1 second platoon tank early in the landing. Hell yeah. The 506 3rd Squad leader, Sergeant Jamie Neese in the garden. I'm going to put him on ambush so he'll be able to order his soldiers to act at the beginning of the next turn. 916th Grenadiers medium mortar receives a fire order. He'll be hitting the 116th Infantry heavy mortar center screen on a 5. They already have 1 man killed too. Looking for a 5 up. That's a miss. It'll be 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where that 2-inch HE round is going to land. Gonna miss everybody, luckily for them. So 6 inches forward, I'll measure and see where it explodes. Not even close. Next turn on a 4. Pack 40 receives a fire order. They have 2 pins, and there is no officers or NCOs nearby to provide morale. So it'll be 8 and under. They pass down to 1 pin. Pack 40's gonna go ahead and target this first platoon tank here. It's gonna be long range. So it'll be 3s, 1 pin marker on the Pack 40. So 4s and then long range 5s. Let's see if he can get lucky. Take out another tank this turn. Ooh, we get the hit. He's firing at long range, so it's going to be a -1 on this penetration roll. And so instead of a +6 for the heavy AT, it'll be a +5. 5, needing a 5 up then to penetrate. 5 is only superficial damage too. Just that pin. The 506th 57mm AT gun crew is going to wheel their gun forward on a run order. They'll advance up to the edge of the road where the bridge is destroyed. And they're going to move as far left as they can, trying to leave room for the Sergeant Travis's M8 scout car to pull up next to him, so I'll have 2 heavy weapons blasting down the road, supporting the left flank of the 506 as they push their attack forward. Got to get to that river lock and that left side bridge up there leading into Carentat. The M8 scout car, Sergeant Travis, he's going to receive an advance order. He's going to reverse and then pull forward next to the 57mm AT gun crew. Not gonna have much of a shot from there, is he? There's really nowhere else for him to go, though. He could shoot at least straight down the road, though. I don't think there's any way he can get a shot through here. A really tough shot. Probably. Well, I'm going to put him where I said. Yeah. There's not quite room to... There we go. Got our heavy weapons in a good spot now. And to celebrate, we are going to go ahead. He's going to fire his light AT gun at the 1058 Grenadiers Platoon Sergeant Robert and his messenger. They've already fired, so they might be dead right here. Should I use the heavy machine gun? Nah, we're going with the light AT. We're going to blow these Germans up. So the M8 Greyhound is going to need 3s, movement 4s, and then the hard cover that the Platoon Sergeant Robert's in will become soft cover. 3, 4, 5s. So looking for 5s. Oh, they get the hit. And I don't run any 1-inch HE, so this is going to be a 2-inch HE, and it's D3 pins. 2 pins plus 2 penetration. Oh. Well, that's the end. That is actually the last 2 soldiers that were defending this right flank, the far right flank of the 1058 Grenadiers, and they were the only 2 that escaped this hedgerow here. And now dead. Great shooting from the M8 Greyhound. Sergeant Travis, well done. All right, next up, he's going to use his heavy machine gun. Might as well, you're open-topped. And he's going to, I think he can shoot past this first squad soldier and to put fire on the 6 Fallschirmjäger soldier in the hedgerow in front of him. The angle's right. Now, if he misses with a heavy weapon, I do have to roll to see if he misses which direction. And if so he could shoot his own men, but we're going to go for it here. So 3 shots, and it's 3s. Actually, I probably won't run it. It's not HE. It's a heavy weapon, but not HE. We'll just go. We'll let him shoot. From my angle here, it looks like he can make the shot. So be 3s, movement 4s, single man 5s, soft cover 6s. So we're looking for 6s on this with his heavy machine gun. See if he can pull it off. Looking for 6s. He gets one. We'll add a second pin to the 6 Fallschirmjäger. 2nd Section Assistant Leader, Sergeant Hauser. Alright, Sergeant Hauser will be killed on 5s and 6s and wounded on 4s. He's alright, just a pin. Hundredth Panzer, Lieutenant Eulander, platoon leader. He's going to receive an advance order. He's going to reverse a few inches, and then he's going to use the rest of his advance to pull straight forward. He's going to be careful to stay right along this hedgerow so that there's no chance for the 2nd Bazooka team soldier center screen behind 3rd Squad Assistant Leader Sergeant Brandon. We don't want to get hit in the back with the bazooka rounds, so we're going to be careful, hug this hedgerow here. But we want to get within close range of the 1st MMG team here who killed the dog of 1058 Grenadiers. First section leader Sergeant Michael killed his dog. Gotta get revenge. And I think we're gonna probably use. We'll move him over first. Alright, we've kept our position safe for now. Bazooka Man moves forward next turn. He'd probably take a shot on me, but we're going to need help. The Germans really need help over here on their right flank. Because after this, Sergeant Hauser, 6th Fallschirmjäger, 2nd Section Assistant Leader, is killed, which is going to happen. When these guys move again, they'll be hidden. So, we better, we better get some help over here. And the next closest, 1 6th Fallschirmjäger soldier alive here. And there are soldiers in this building, but the 506 soldiers will be hidden again as they move down the hedgerow. And even if they move through this open area, the hedgerow block line of sight, so they really just have to kill this guy. And they still have firepower here. Yeah, they've still got, it's the 2nd MMG team right here. 1 soldier only, but, and the bazooka also. Luckily, the hedgerow blocks line of sight. Whom would be in trouble. So should we shoot his machine gun? D3s, movement 4s, hard cover 6s. Or the 3s, movement 4s, soft cover 5s. 6 shots on 6s, 1 shot on a 5. If he misses and overshoots, he's got a good chance of killing him. But he also could ricochet and kill his own men here. I'm feeling like he's going to blow these guys up. I'm looking for a 5 up. So it'd be 3, movement 4. Oh, close range. So it'd be 3s, movement 4s, soft cover 5s, but close range 4s. We're going with that medium, or that'd be a 2-inch AG. We're going to kill this first team, first MMG team. Four up. Ooh, get the hit. D3 pins. 1 pin. And +2 penetration. So these soldiers will be +2 penetration. These 3 MMG soldiers will be dying on, so instead of 5s and 6s, be dying on 3 ups and wounded on 2s. Ooh, only 1s will save them. Oh, excellent. We do have one dead soldier though. Won't matter to me whether we'll roll to see if we get to pick, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So 1 soldier killed. Yeah, lucky. 1 pin and 1 soldier killed. First MMG team got pretty lucky. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Next time it'll be German dice. The battle for Carentan and Normandy through the hedgerows and villages continues. And also the bloody Omaha Beach. Until next time. Good night.